As you can see on the screen, this is the fractionating column or the fractional distillation column, by which we have separated the different fraction of petroleum, which was in the form of petroleum gas, petrol, kerosene, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin wax, bitumen. Now you see, as in the beginning we have the petroleum gas which is there on the top. This petroleum gas, which is in the vapor form, it is liberated out from the outlet which is there on the top of the fractional distillation column. This petroleum gas is used as fuel in homes and industries. It is also used as fuel in the form of liquefied petroleum gas that we will discuss in detail just after this. Then we have naphtha. This naphtha again is a petrochemical product. It is used in the manufacture of synthetic fibers, synthetic rubber, drug, dyes, perfume, fertilizer, insecticide, explosive. Then we have petrol. Petrol is used as a fuel in light motor vehicles such as car, motorcycles, scooters. Petrol is also used as a solvent in dry cleaning. Okay, petrol is also called as gasoline. You can see this. And the number of carbon length, you can see it varies from C5 to C10. That it will either have 5 carbon or 10 carbon, or maybe something in between the two. Then we have kerosene. Kerosene again, it's a fuel which is used in wick stove, in pressure stove to cook food. It is also used in lanterns for lighting purpose. A special grade of kerosene oil is used as an aviation fuel in jet aeroplanes. Now next we have diesel. As you can see, the number of carbon chain length is greater than that of petrol and kerosene, so the boiling point must be more. This is used as fuels in heavy motor vehicles such as buses, trucks, tractors and diesel train engines. It is also used to run pump sets for irrigation in agriculture and in electric generators to produce electricity on a small scale. See, we have lubricants and waxes and polishes. These lubricants are used for lubricating machineries. Waxes in form of paraffin wax is used for making candle, Vaseline, ointment, wax paper and grease. Then we have bunker fuels which is used in boilers. Then also we have bitumen which is used for road surfacing. This bitumen is also used for waterproofing the roofs of buildings, and even it is used in making black paints. So it should be noted that petroleum gas, petrol, kerosene and diesel, they are also fossil fuels because they are obtained from major fossil fuel called petroleum. So we have to use them judiciously, properly, so that they don't get exhausted very soon. Now we have to discuss regarding liquefied petroleum gas. This liquefied petroleum gas is actually rich in, or it consists mainly of butane, that is C4H10, and propane, that is C3H8. The major constituent is butane, and this has been liquefied under pressure. That is why it is called as liquefied petroleum gas. So we can say that the gas used for domestic cooking is called liquefied petroleum gas because it is obtained from petroleum and it is being liquefied by compression before filling into the gas cylinders. Let us look at the advantages of liquefied petroleum gas. It burns easily, that is consists of hydrocarbons, so it burns cleanly also, that is smokeless flame, does not cause any air pollution. It has got high calorific value, as you can see on the screen. Due to this, the given amount of LPG, it produces lots of heat. It does not produce any poisonous gas on burning, do not leave any residue on burning. They have characterized by high thermal efficiency and heating rate. That is why LPG is preferred over gaseous fuel. We have checked at home also that when we turn on the knob of the gas cylinder, the pressure is released, due to which the highly volatile LPG, it is converted into gas, and this gas goes into the burner of the LPG stove. When the lighted matchstick is applied to the burner, the gas burns with a blue flame, producing lots of heat. This heat is used for cooking food. So therefore it has got high thermal efficiency and heating rate. The next fossil fuel is natural gas. And as you can see on the screen, that natural gas is almost pure methane when it is in the purest form. It is colorless, shapeless, odorless in its purest form. It is combustible mixture of hydrocarbon gases. Now, what all gases are mixed in this natural gas? Let us ponder upon this by the next slide. See, as you can see on the slide, the major part of this natural gas, it comprises of methane. Then it also has ethane and propane in small quantity, butane also. Then we have condensate and few other gases which are present in traces. We know that natural gas, like petroleum and coal, they are fossil fuels and they occur deep under the crust of the earth, either alone or along with the oil above the petroleum deposit. Some wells, they are dug in the earth to produce only natural gas, whereas others produce natural gas as well as petroleum oil. Natural gas, it is formed under the earth by the decomposition of vegetable matter lying under the water. This decomposition is carried out by anaerobic bacteria, that is those bacteria which do not need air. That is, in the absence of oxygen, decomposition takes place. And this decomposition leads to the formation of natural gas, which is also a fossil fuel. And when natural gas, they are compressed by applying pressure, it is called as compressed natural gas, which is also written as CNG. In fact, natural gas is stored under high pressure as compressed natural gas. It becomes easy to store, transport and use natural gas in the form of CNG. Natural gas, it is called as a clean fuel, as you can see on the screen, because it burns without producing any smoke and does not cause any air pollution. It can be transported through tankers or through pipelines, so easy for transportation, does not create any smog, does not have high pollutants, so can be considered as eco-friendly. The compressed natural gas or the natural gas, they are used as both domestic as well as industrial fuel. They are also used as fuel in the thermal power station for generating electricity. These compressed natural gas are now increasingly used as fuel in transport vehicles like car and buses. It is alternative to petrol and diesel because it is a cleaner fuel and does not cause much of pollution. Okay, we have got CNG filling stations in metropolitan cities. This natural gas, since it is formed of hydrocarbon, that is hydrogen and carbon, it is used as a source of hydrogen gas needed to manufacture fertilizers. When natural gas is heated strongly, the methane present in it decomposes to form hydrogen and carbon. This hydrogen is then used to manufacture fertilizers. It is also used, this natural gas is also used as a starting material for the manufacture of number of chemicals, which is called as petrochemical. So students, this is all for today. Take care and stay safe.